Hi, this is Jamie Gross, and I'm actually using GarageBand on my Mac to record this. I've never used it before, so we'll see what happens. For the discussion question, what are some of the barriers of educational technology and how do they compare to our resources? I think that one of the main barriers, especially in my district, is that we have a lot of teachers who have been teaching for like 40 years, and they've been teaching the same way throughout their entire career. And now we're introducing all of this new technology, and some of them, are really enthusiastic about it because they're learners and they want to learn how to use the new tools and they want to see how they can use them to enhance their classroom instruction, while others are not so willing to learn it. They think, I've been doing it this way and it's worked for so long. Why do I have to change what I'm doing now and incorporate this technology? And I think really the answer to the second example of people is that our learners are changing. The students that we are teaching are changing, and we need to, meet their needs. And if we don't meet their needs, then they're not being properly educated. I think another barrier that I know that we face in my district is definitely professional development. They gave us iPads like 2 years ago, and that was it. They were like, go, play around with them, have fun. And then people were playing around with them, and then they were like, oh, well, no, you can't do that, and no, you can't do this. And it's like, okay, the iPad should have been given to the teachers at, some type of professional development where someone could have gone through everything that we could and could not do, because it is technically the district's it's the district's iPad, not our own personal iPad. So when they said go and learn and be free, and that's not necessarily what they actually wanted us to do. And because they didn't give the students iPads, which was definitely like a a point of contention, then we were just a teacher with an iPad. What can a teacher do with an iPad? And they made it very clear to us that if the iPad, was broke, that we would be responsible for replacing it. So I know for me, I don't have an extra $500 laying around, so I'm not going to hand a 12-year-old my iPad because, if they drop it, I'm responsible for replacing it. And I think that, that's a specific example from my district, but I feel like I've talked to people in other districts and they've had similar experiences, like where they were given a Chromebook, but then the kids didn't have Chromebooks, and it was great for them for organization and having their own device, but how do you use that to enhance instruction? And I think that the technology that we are being given and that they're spending money on should be for enhancing instruction, not exclusively for the teachers, because it's about the students. I think that the United States is kind of in the middle. I feel like there are other countries, if we're speaking internationally, that have really embraced technology and have moved forward. But those are also the same countries who are more concerned with educating their people, their children especially, than they are with their own personal interests. I feel like the United States is kind of in the middle, because there are definitely countries that are way behind where we are, but we're definitely not at the top, and I think that is something that we're starting to feel. I know in my district we're starting to feel it, that we're not using the technology to its utmost capabilities, and they're starting to implement more things faster, and and they are starting to offer more professional development, but it's kind of in hindsight. They're like, oh man, we kind of dropped the ball here, so now they're starting to offer more things that'll help the teachers to be able to implement the technologies that we do have, and allowing teachers the opportunity to start using things in their classroom that might be beneficial to the students, and then turnkeying those things to the other teachers in their school and in the district. And so we are starting to get there, but I feel like we stumbled a little bit in the beginning, and we could be much further along if we had implemented these new technologies in a different way, and invested our money in more